Mishna Gimel. Bi'ur Mishna Gimel, we're going to deal with how is this like a female. Keitzad shave Androgynous lenashim, how this Androgynous is equal to women. So first of all, metame be'odem kenashim, if he has a period, yeah, he's becoming impure just like a woman does. She'im ra'adam, that if he saw blood, hareu tameh kenida, he becomes like a nida. Ozava, again be'isha katuv, ve'isha kitiyeh zavadim, a woman, if she's going to have blood coming out of her, umekan she'ena nitmet ela kshiro adam. From here we learn that a woman becomes impure when she sees blood, when she sees red. And eino mityached im ha'anashim kenashim, he's not allowed to hang around with the boys.
No friends now.
No, that's right. He's not allowed to hang around with, he has to be with other people all the time. He cannot just hang out by himself. He's not allowed to be with one man by himself. He can be with a bunch. Yeah. He's not allowed to become with the men like the women. But we did say that he's allowed to get married to a woman, if you remember. So at least he has some kind of out. With his wife he can be there. Oh, that's an interesting one. Let's say there's two kids. He has an older brother. This guy has an older brother, and his older brother passed away and he didn't leave kids. The wife
Can come to him and say,
marry me. So he says no.
and they don't do a boom on him.
Oh, there's no yibum, no chalitza, no, because he's not a male. She's going screaming. He's not a male. I'm not zeu. But even though he's allowed to marry a female, but it's not. She says it's not yibum and chalitza. Let's see. Ve'eno zokek leibum kenashim. He's not zokek to yibum like women. Just like women, like is considered like a female for that matter. She'i met achiv belo banim, if his brother died, his older brother died without any sons. Ve'en yabam acher elahu, there's nobody else in the family, he's the only one. Eshet achiva met, the wife of his father, his brother that passed away. Ptura mina yibum min chalitza, she doesn't need to do not yibum, not chalitza. For that matter, we're going to consider him to be a female. Says, don't worry, you can get married to whoever you want. Go on your merry way. And another problem that we said before, eino cholek im habanim kanashim. We already discussed this. When it comes to the kicking him out, we're going to kick him out from the inheritance and from the mezonot. Yeah. Both parts.
The other Mishnah, the woman's kicked him out. Now we're going to kick him out.
That's right. Because the male is shouting, you're a female. You're not inheriting with us. בזמן שנכסי הירושה מרובים, in the time that there's a lot of ירושה, a lot of inheritance, אינו נוטל עם הבנים חלק בירושה. It doesn't take his part with the male part of the ירושה. שהבנים דוחים אותו אצל הבנות, because the boys tell him, you're not a male, go and collect with the female. And they're going to tell him. By the way, if they have a lot, he does get mezonot. He is going to get mezonot now. Because
but he's not a woman.
Yeah,
but they say you're not a woman, go there.
But there's a lot. You remember when there's a lot, it's one way. When there's a little, it's the other way. So he's always going to get the raw deal. But he is going to get the raw deal in both cases. כמו שנשמע בסרט בתרא לעניין טומטום ודין אנדרוגינוס. So this is actually to discuss about otumtum over there, but it's the same thing with an androgynous. כלומר, שאומרים לו, we tell to him, you want to take the better part? Bring, in other words, there's two parts. You can either get the good part or the bad part. So he says, in this case, the good part, when there's a lot of inheritance, you want to be on the boy's side? He says, no, you're going to the girl's side. In the part when there's not a lot of inheritance, he wants to be with the girl's side, they tell him, no, go with the boy's side. In both, he does get something, but always the bad part. It says, as long as you bring a proof that you're a male, then you can inherit. But nevertheless, we're going to give him the bad part. At least we're going to get him sustenance like the females. And another thing, this is a fancy one. Of course, truma and bikurim, in all the other things he can eat, no problem, because a female can eat, right? A female can eat all this. Like my daughters are allowed to eat in truma and bikurim, but the kodshei kodashim, the things on the mizbeach from the ola and the things that he doesn't get. Only the male takes it. So we're not going to give him like the male in the temple, if it's a kohen. Yeah. ואין אוכל בקדשי המקדש כנשים, and he doesn't eat in the holies of this temple like females. אם האנדריגונוס הוא כהן, if it happens to be a כהן, אינו אוכל מבשר קודשי הקודשים, he doesn't eat from the holy of holies, כגון, what are the holies of holies that only males are allowed to eat? Sin offering, and השמות ומנחות, all these kinds of offering, it's called קודשי הקודשים, only males eat it. שאינם נאכלים אלא זכרי כהונה, because only these are eaten by males and not by females. So whatever a female can eat, he can eat. Whatever a female cannot eat, he's not allowed to eat. ואימו יושבת עליו בדם טמא כנשים. Like we mentioned before, we're going to take the stringencies now of a female on the other days, after the 1 week and the 2 weeks. שבועיים כיולדת נקבה. 2 weeks, like she gives birth to a female. We already explained this. And when it comes to being a witness, he's also going to be considered a female. When it comes to being a witness, which means he's not a kosher female. He's not a kosher witness. הוא פסול מן העדות כנשים, and he cannot give testimony just like a woman, שכן האישה פסולה לעדות מן התורה, because the woman is not allowed to give witness testimony from the Torah. וכן האנדריגונוס פסול, and so is this Androgynous, is not allowed to give testimony from the Torah. מפני שהוא ספק אישה, because there's a doubt whether he's a woman or not. וכל מי שהוא ספק כשר, ספק פסול. Since it's a doubt here, it's a doubt there. הרי הוא פסול. Says, why is it פסול? Because testimony, when it comes, it's either you want to take money out of me, or you want to punish me. You want to give me lashes. And you cannot take money out of me on doubt, and you cannot give me lashes when there's doubt. So, there's no use. There's no use for him. שאין העד בא אלא להוציא ממון, because the witness comes only to take money away from a person, על פיו או לחייב על פיו, either to say, to make a person obligated by his testimony. ואין מציעים ממון מספק, you cannot take money out of doubt, and over here we have a doubt that is a male, ואין עונשין מספק דין תורה, you're not allowed to punish because of a doubt. ואם נבעל בעבירה, and if he had forbidden relationships, for example, that he slept with his sister, he slept with his brother, can go both way over here. He slept with his mother, his forbidden relationship, any kind of forbidden relationship. שבא אליו אחד מקרוביו בסלקונה, נפסל מן התרומה כנשים. He becomes pasul from the truma like a female. אם הוא כהן, let's read it. If he was a כהן, הרי הוא נפסל מלאכול בתרומה. We cannot give him to eat תרומה. כשם שאילו הייתה זו אישה, הייתה נפסלת מן התרומה. Because for us, we're not sure he's even a male. Yeah. So if he's a female is not allowed to eat truma. That's the difference. A male is a Kohen, is always allowed to eat truma. But if he's a female, he's not allowed to eat truma. That's why.
Because
that's right. We're going to take it away.
Something blemish.
That's right. If he's a male and did the wrong thing, he remains a male. You cannot take him out of his kehuna. In other words, a male which did something wrong is still a male Kohen. And he's allowed to eat truma.
Here is changing.
That's right. Here we're going to change him.